reactions have been trailing the Arise News interview with the former acting managing director, Interim Management Committee of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Joy Nunye, in which he alleged that the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Akpabio.
Now be see this video. All these issues, now be say it started for a very long time. Not be today, Godswill Akpabio they do this. They have accused him of these issues before. You see, just watch the video. They have accused him. Another woman have accused him of this before. That is to say, Natasha is not the first person. So he has been doing it. This is what they do now. This is what they do. So they have money. The money is there. They can use money. But the problem is, why must it be a married woman? Where are these young girls? Anyway, just listen now. Let's watch.
Sexually harassed her. Ms. Nunye, among other allegations, claimed to be the only woman who has slapped the minister. Let's take a look at that video before we take some reactions.
I'm the only Ogoni woman, the only Nigerian woman that has slapped his face.
Why did you slap him? Why did you slap him?
I slapped him because of his plan B. He thought that he could, since he couldn't get me to take that money, he thought that plan B, if it could come up on me, he didn't know that I'm a Port Harcourt girl. Port Harcourt girls are not moved by money, by somebody telling me that you make me a substantive MD. The Port Harcourt girls are
Can we clarify this? Because we can't gloss over a slap. What is the plan B? He came up on you. What exactly does that mean?
We were having a meeting. Akpabio's meeting with me is either in Apple or at Meridian or whatever. Those are his meetings. I slapped him.
Well, Joy, are you accusing Senator Akpabio of attempted rape? Is that the point you are making? Or sexual harassment?
Harassment sounds better, not rape.
Okay, so you are accusing him expressly of sexual harassment?
Yes, I am accusing him.
I cannot get over that question. Why did you slap him? I had to ask. That was a punching question, and you, Dr. Abati, you clarified the way so she can claim that she was sexually harassed, right?
Right out to the police. Now you come up, all of you come.
Can you point that out in the newspaper?
I tell them for their arrest warrant. Yes, out.
Arrest warrant.
Out. Come on, out. What kind of society are we?
Early this morning, about 4 o'clock, I heard people were around my gate. I made some calls. I tried to reach the governor. Because he had told me that if I saw any strange movements, I should alert him since he issued the statement. So I tried to reach him, the phones were off, and then so I called some people. They said they might not be real policemen, so I should stay. They said they came to take me away. I said, for what? Do they have a warrant of arrest? They said no warrant of arrest. So I left it about 6 o'clock. They broke the gate. And later, Senator Magnus Abe now called me that he had reached the Commissioner of Police, who said he didn't know anything about it. So the CP called me, I sent him my address, he came. They told me the CP was downstairs. The CP wasn't down, but I think it's the Deputy Commissioner of Police. So I opened the door, they wanted to grab me. I now pushed back the door and locked it and went upstairs, got through to my governor. They tried to break the back door, it's a security door, so they kept hitting it for over 1 hour and they couldn't get access. So my governor came, asked them for the warrant of arrest, and why couldn't they invite me to the police? That I would have come instead of going to take a woman like a criminal. So the governor took me in his car, and here I'm refugee in the government house. But I want to thank His Excellency for keeping to his word that nothing should happen to the daughter of Rivers State. So here I am in the government house, and that's all. I was supposed to be going today to Abuja to make my submission before the House of Representatives, the committee. I'm sure it's about that. Meanwhile, the man that harassed me is at home. The man who stole the money is at home. The man who stole government files is at home. The man who took money is at home. The man who said I should go and take an oath is at home. It's a criminal offense. It's life imprisonment to take oaths, to even give to me, to even offer me an oath. It's liable. So I'm here.
So what options are you resolving?
Well, I'm sure my lawyers would be working on it as we speak. But
do you really feel safe now?
I feel very safe in the government house.
And not just government house now?
No, I don't think Akpabio can't kill me. Definitely, he can't. He can't. This is not, I'm not from Uyo now. He can't kill me. And why do people think he has the monopoly of violence?
But what really is the issue about?
I think he wanted to stop me from giving my submission today. He succeeded, but I'm...
The 8th of December, 2023, which was a day before his birthday and my birthday. We are birthday mates. We were all in Akwa Ibom because he had a big fanfare in the stadium. Myself, my husband, and a few of his close friends, we went to Akpabio. And at first, we were at Ikotekpene. We were in his house in Ikotekpene. Then we all moved to his house in Uyo, which was about 8 p.m. And he held my hand and said he wanted to show me around his house. My husband was walking behind us, just 3 of us. We're walking around from room to room. He showed me the beautiful interior. This was done by this, by that. This designer here, he bought this from. I was like, oh, it's beautiful. And then I noticed that he hastened his pace while still holding my hand. And my husband was behind, still on his phone, but he was catching up whenever he could. And then he got to this particular sitting room, and he said, do you like my house? I said, of course, sir. Every room, beautiful, nice interior, quality taste. He said, now that you're a senator, I'm going to create a time for us to come spend quality moments here. You will enjoy it. At that point, I just pulled away, and I was like, I don't really understand what exactly that meant. But then my husband now, when I turned around, I saw my husband was already near me, and the way my husband looked at me and looked at him, I was beginning to wonder, did he hear part of that inciting statements or not? And then the Senate President too, I saw that he also had that thought, like, did my husband hear the invitation to treat or not? So then the Senate President now said, oh, by the way, let me show you my chapel. He has a chapel in his house as well. So while we were going to the chapel, you know, we walked in silence and all. So that evening, before we left the Senate President's house at about 11 midnight to the 4 points in Ikotekpene. And my husband asked me, Natasha, what did the Senate President whisper to you? What's he telling you? I thought, should I tell him that he was speaking about bringing me in here at a special time for us to have a good time? Or should I just kill it there, wrap it as if there was nothing? Because tomorrow was a big day. I know how much my husband adores the Senate President. He loves him as a brother. My husband would do anything to support him. So I told my husband, nothing. I can't remember what I created, but I just gave him some words to manage, to mask what was said. When we laid in bed, I looked to my right, and my husband wrapped his arms around me, and he said, my love, you know you can't tell me anything. What did the Senate President tell you? Again, I was like, don't you believe me? I said, nothing. Nothing. Moreover, it's my birthday in a few minutes. Let's just be happy. Then my husband told me he doesn't want to see me travel out of the country alone, and I should not go to the Senate President's house, because he has a guest house where many senators do go there, after office to get approvals and all that. So I told him, okay, no problems. That was it. I thought that was going to be the end. But then, in February, I wanted to move a motion. I wanted to move a motion for the investigation on the ills of corrupt practice in Ajakuta Steel Company. I listed that motion 5 times. It was the 6th time that it was listed on the order paper that was approved. Many senators can testify to that. Each time the motion is listed, just before he takes it, he will say, oh, Senator Natasha, we can't take this motion because the board of the Senate does not accommodate it. Or he will speak on others and then let it drag so that just before my motion is taken, the time will be well spent. So he kept on doing that. I went to him in his office. And I said, Senate President, you know how important this Ajakuta Steel Company to me is. You know how important it is to my people and to Nigerians. I've noticed that you have stepped down this motion. As a matter of fact, a number of senators told me, go and see him and plead with him so that he would take it. I was like, sir, please, why can't you take this motion? It's very important. It's been listed. Then it was listed the 3rd time I stepped down. He then said, Natasha, I'm the chief presiding officer of the Senate. You can enjoy a whole lot if you take care of me and make me happy. At that point, I said, sir, I'll pretend that I didn't hear this. He said, well, the ball is in your court. I left his office, and when I got home, I told my husband, I didn't tell my husband what happened. I just told my husband, please, can you speak to the Senate President to allow my motion scale through? I think I also spoke to the DSP, to the leader, Senator Pemi. I spoke to a number of senators that they should please intervene and allow him to laugh. I never told them what happened. My husband had to take a trip to London. Then the Senate President traveled to London. My husband met with the Senate President in London and pleaded with him, let my wife take this motion on Ajakuta. That is very important to her.
Okay. All right, Senator Natasha.
Said, okay, that he did not take it because he was protecting me. Hold on, please. He didn't take it because he was protecting me. Protecting me from what? Anyway, at the time my motion was taken, it was the Deputy Senate President, His Excellency Barao, that actually sat. The Senate President stood up and walked out. So it was Senator Barao that actually took it.
All right, Senator Natasha.
And from there, many other incidents happened.
Yes, Senator
let's
Natasha.
talk about the nightclub. Yes. Hold on, let's talk about the nightclub incident.
Professor Kila is going to ask you a question. I'm so sorry to have to interject here. But I just want to mention that, and I'm glad you gave the caveat at the beginning of your statement, that this is your side of the story, and the Senate President has a right to defend himself or to counter what happened between you privately. So what I assume, or for what you're saying, is that what happened last week Thursday say, began from a private conversation, and then you have felt like you've been maligned as a result of you not agreeing to certain propositions, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
what has happened? You know the story of when a student keeps being failed.
Yes.
Please, let me say this, Ayo. You know the situation we see in universities whereby a student is continuously being failed just because she has not slept with the lecturer. That's what I've been facing, in simple terms.
Thank you. Professor Kila.
That is what I have been going through.
Thank you very much,
And
Professor Kila.
now, moving to, should I speak about the nightclub incident?
No, that's okay. Professor Kila will come in now. Thank you.
So, this is not the first time. He has been doing it. This woman, you say you are the only person who could slap a senator or be a governor, senator, then you slap her, say you be Port Harcourt babe. Now not the carry last her babe. Just see Akpabio, they don't rubbish your name this time. He don't tell you. You know, when issues is like this is happening, you go and look for old video of this person who is talking. That's why internet not the lie, not they forget. Internet, just to remember that this thing happened before. Just go there and type it. It will come out. Maybe this one so. So with all this one now, makes a lot of people to believe that what Natasha accused you for, it is true. Because look at this. This happened years ago. Today, another person is accusing you of the same thing. Waiting. And that is so it is true. And the thing is, if you are doing this, if for example, allegedly, if you are doing this to married women, what do you want? It's not as if you don't even know she's married. She's married. The day she comes to your house with her husband, they came to your house with her husband, and the husband was walking alongside with her while you held her hand, showing her around. Boy, you get married though. You the toast woman when her husband did her back, and you the toast the woman. But you get married though. Where all these Gen Z girls, these small girls, they look for a person like you to come for them. You not go for all these Gen Z girls. You see, go and check the way all these Gen Z girls, they vest for you since they go on the internet. Then they vest for you. Say what they do you, what they worry you. Say we dey here, we dey wait. Now you go they waste time for married woman where will put you for trouble. Say what you see for our body. Where this you they do and definitely I'm not gonna feel deny for you. You they do it for all the young girls. So you say one just bench because of your position or something. It's not good. But that's the country we find ourselves. Do you understand? For this same video to come out again, how you want to deny? Even if you deny or how you have every right to deny the allegations. But for the mind of Nigerians, half of Nigerians believe this. It's there already. This one is just a stain in your white. A stain your white with this. First, second. So how do you justify this? That's bad now. That's bad. If married woman is accusing you of this, if some girls now, if this matter gets serious now, some girls they bring out evidence. If your wife challenge this woman more now, say it's a lie, you didn't do that, blah blah blah, because she came out now, they deny, say it is a lie, that this and this and that, you just try to bring your husband down, just trying to terminate your his image or something. So these some girls, maybe they don't get, then maybe no one don't get evidence, therefore don't come out since with evidence to say not true what Natasha accused him for, not true, see evidence, he don't do this to me before. But that one, nothing, that one not get any serious this thing. As far as the girl not the husband house, that one not be issue. That's why you see all those girls never come out since. So if you talk that one, you won't cast yourself online, or you just want trend, so that one you don't get any meaning, anything. Do you understand? So if you want to money day, leave married women alone. Not be only girls we Akpabio what they talk to now. Now everybody, whether the positions you are currently in now, you have money, whatever, you're a business person, you don't marry. Leave married women alone. How would you feel if another person is disturbing your wife like that? Because if these things like something like this happen next time, the woman says she don't marry, but she don't want grief for you. She can't come, something like this happen, nobody will believe. We say that lie, you just want to spoil your image because your position, because of this. Nobody will believe. Do you understand? Wow, this problem when they say make you not get problem, why be saying now only between you and God know who they talk truth. Because this one, I will say no evidence. Go for you to go up evidence now to go to any of these telecommunications to extract this, that course, the time he calls you, those things. Would they do that for you? Would these telecommunications? I don't know. Now Nigeria, with the anything can happen. Anyways, if this is true, because see first video, see second video. If this is true, you just need to change. Like that woman said, King Ireti said, you are improving. That they notice you talk a lot, you talk anyhow. But since they came, now they report issues to you. They told you 1 or 2. You are improving. That's what she said. That you are improving. That is to say, this improving before Natasha even come in, before she came, that means, if not that they say you are improving, that means this matter for don't cast since. If it don't happen since. He say she came at the same time with these people. Means the matter for don't cast. I beg, you get woman for us. Your wife, okay, your wife is still young. She's still young. She's okay. What is there? If you can't, look for these Gen Z girls. Waiting they did. Look for Gen Z girl. One Gen Z girl. Anyways, please share this video.